Hey everybody, Sammy here with SFI Sports Cards, back with another video. Today is June 5th. And what do we want to talk about today? How about 1960s cards? As you can see in the background, I've got a couple raw cards. Nothing I'm really going to send in for grading. Just filler in the background for this 1960s theme video. I'm just going to show you a small portion of my 60s graded cards. They're not all of them that I have, but just a small portion. I didn't want to make the video too long. I did do a video on the 1950s cards I have, so check that video out if you like. I want to say thanks to all who watched my channel and have subbed and left comments. Very much appreciated. I can go on and on about these older cards, and I've left comments on other channels that can be a little wordy, but hey, cannot hold me back when talking about these vintage cards. So I don't really buy too many graded cards anymore. I'm not through with buying grading cards. I just am slightly addicted to doing the research and investigating raw cards and sending them in to SGC for grading. It's what I've been doing recently, and it's been a lot of fun going through the motions of seeing what grade you get. The SGC cards that you'll see in this video, I did send in for submission myself. The PSAs are cards that I purchased in the past, had for a couple of years in my collection. So if you see any cards, the SGC cards, you probably, if you watch my channel, probably familiar with some of them. These cards are at least 6 graded. Besides a couple, and that's okay. One is a rookie Hall of Famer, so not upset with the with that grade at all. So let's get into these cards. Let's start with the late 60s and work our way to the early portion of the decade. So our first card is this 68 Sam McDowell. Very sharp card. Very underappreciated player in my opinion. Sharp edges, sharp corners. Surface is very clean, and the colors are bright on this one. I'm very impressed with this one. The back, I'll show you the back. As far as the front, it's centered a little low. But very happy with this one. It's kind of surprised a little bit with the grade. Thought it'd be a little higher, but no complaints really. Really cool card of a guy that was definitely a beast back in his day. Moving on, we'll stay with a 68 set. This Jim Bunning, also a 6. I was a little surprised that this got the same grade as the McDowell. The corners are a little soft. The color is not as good. It's more evident on the back. I'll kind of show them side to side. McDowell color is a little more bright than the Bunning. But they both got 6s. If you watch my channel, I love the backs of these vintage cards. Just the colors on them, different colors on them. Some of them have these graphics, as you can see on the bottom. So I love the backs of these vintage cards, especially the 50s and 60s cards. So yeah. I'm actually surprised this got a 6. Thought it was more like in the 5 range, but I'll take it. So there's the Bunning. Next, we go to 65, and this card here is a legit banger, as you would say. Killebrew, 65 and a mint 8. I love collecting Killebrew cards. Along, probably with Frank Robinson in this era, are the two guys mostly that I try to track down their cards. This PSA, in my opinion, maybe a little overgraded. I am not an expert, but I'm glad it is an 8. Price-wise, don't remember. It's a couple years ago that I got it, but awesome card. Color is awesome. A little bit off-centered. But anytime you can get a card like this caliber of player like Killebrew in an 8, I will take it every time. So glad to have this in my collection. Next card. Let's go to 64. And in my opinion, the GOAT of all sports cards. Here we have a Mantle 64. I absolutely love this 64 set. Just an amazing design. A clean white background, and I like to have that large font of the team up top, across the top. Kind of like the 86s and to a certain extent the 72s. But I love this. Obviously, having the mantle is awesome. But at the backs, you got this peachy orange in contrast with the off-white. I love the backs of these cards. So, yeah, just an amazing design. Love this 64 set. It's awesome. Wish I had more in my collection, but I will concentrate on probably getting more of these. So there's the mantle. And now we will jump to 62 Topps. I got this graded, what? A month ago maybe? Came back as a 7. This Sporting News All-Star card, Frank Robinson. This card is awesome. Very well centered, clean. The back's got some fisheyes on it, but it doesn't take away from like the centering at all of this card. Very happy to get a 7 on this one. This card looks amazing, especially a card of a player that I love collecting, Frank Robinson. So, yep, this card displays well. So glad I sent this one in to SGC. Definitely has the eye appeal. I love it. So, 62 Robinson and 7. Now we're going to move to some 61s. This card I bought, this Drysdale PSA 5. Bought this early on when I was getting back into collecting. It's off-centered. I wish I did a little more research when I was looking for a card like this. I mean, it's a 5. There's nothing wrong with that grade for this 61. It's a little off-centered. I think I might have been able to track down a better version of this card, but the price was really good for it, so I jumped on it, picked it up. Drysdale, I would like to look into getting more of his cards. I think he's underappreciated in the hobby. So I think his cards are undervalued, but they are very affordable. So I will be looking to get different cards of Drysdale. So, yep, pretty cool one here. And here's another 61. And speaking of underappreciated in my book, we have the chairman of the board, Whitey Ford, in a 6. I'm not sure if this card would have got a 6 in an SGC, but we do have the PSA nonetheless. This was not very expensive either. I think I got it at the same time as a Drysdale, actually. But I also like collecting Whitey Ford cards. I think he's underappreciated as well in the hobby. I mean, his postseason record is, he can go head-to-head with anybody in history of baseball as far as postseason. So, yeah. Definitely am a collector of Whitey Fords, so his cards are affordable too. If you do your due diligence and research what you want to get, you can find Ford cards very affordable. But yeah, I am a Yankees fan, so he is always a great card to have in your collection if you are looking to get Yankee cards. So yeah, there's the Ford in a 6, 61. Couple cards left. This card is also a 61. Got it graded not too long ago. It is a Williams rookie card, 5.5. Actually, I'm very happy with this grade. It is a rookie card of a Hall of Famer. So this card was more of to just get it slabbed. It does look... This card just looks like it belongs in an SGC slab. The colors are awesome on this card. Bright, pretty well focused. So, happy with the 5.5 in the SGC. So yeah. Anytime you can get a Hall of Famer, a rookie card, do not hesitate to send it in to get graded. Unless you like raw cards, there's nothing wrong with that either. So, very happy with this Billy Williams rookie in the 5.5. Last card. This card might be probably the biggest surprise in the bunch. To be honest, I crushed it when I submitted this card. This Johnny Padres 8.5. Kind of blown away by getting this grade. I knew it was a very aesthetically amazing looking card when I got it raw. So coming back as an 8.5, especially from SGC, I was just ecstatic. This is a card that I revealed in my very first video. So check that out if you like. But like I said, aesthetic-wise, this card is pretty amazing. Centering is on point. Edges, corners, everything is awesome on this card. Especially the caliber of player. Johnny Padres. Being in a rotation with Drysdale and Koufax back in the day. And it's not like he didn't really take a back seat to those guys. They were, well, those two on a different level, but he held his own in that rotation. He was also MVP of the 55 World Series, so yeah, this card is awesome. I'm glad I have it. I don't know if I will ever get rid of it. Maybe, if I'm not a seller, but the right price, there is Definitely Dodger fans out there who would probably like to get their hands on it. So, yeah, this card is definitely one of my best as far as a return from, a grading company. So, yep, very happy with this one. So, there it is. Hope everybody enjoyed the video. Comment on which ones you liked. And let me know what 60s cards you have that you are pretty proud of owning. I'll respond to any comments you guys leave. So, yeah, feel free. Subscribe if you like these kind of videos. Leave a like. And I will be in touch with you guys shortly. I've got other videos on the way as far as pack openings. I've got a submission right now at SGC. Should be coming back within a week or two. So I do have a preview video on those cards that I did send in. It's a very small 6-card submission. I think today I might do... as far as getting another order out there. I think I'm going to work on that today. A little different from what I usually send in, but I guess keep in touch as far as looking out for that one. So, I will be doing videos here soon, and I will be in touch with you guys very soon. So, glad you guys watched the video, subscribe, so I will be in touch with you guys later. Take it easy.